let's move to something that was brought to me, so I had to make sure I asked it. All right, with $20 million in a new federal funding for 67 safety projects, that means that some busy roads are changing to have fewer lanes. EI over by right now the stadium. Some people are worried that this will cause more traffic or just push faster, unsafe driving into the streets. What would you say to them to kind of let them know, like, we're good?
Well, this is what I would say. We have focused in on my administration on making sure the roads are safe for everybody.
Right.
When I first came into office, reckless driving was literally out of control. It was out of control. And I'm not saying that we've solved it. I'm not saying it's a panacea right now. But what I am saying is that we have significantly calmed reckless driving in Milwaukee. There's still work to do, but it is a far cry from what it was when I first stepped behind that desk and sat down in that chair. As a matter of fact, I remember the first document that I signed was a document saying that reckless driving is a public safety crisis and corralling all of city government to address it. And when you look at the data that we've been able to mine after we've made physical improvements to the roadway, whether that's narrowing lanes, whether that's adding pinned on curb extensions, whether that's adding actual protected bike lanes. The amount of crashes that happen there has plummeted. The amount of speeding on those streets has plummeted. And what that means is that people, and usually, the people who unfortunately are the victims of, vehicular crashes that end up dying are people who look like you and me. They're typically black people and people of color. So we're making the streets safer for everybody. So take a little time, maybe leave a little bit earlier. But my goal is to make the streets safer for people. And we're prioritizing that safety over speed. And I'm going to do that every day.
Well, thank you for having this conversation with me, but this is a two-part situation here. So I need to go ahead and tag my partner, Savannah Burks, in, so we can go ahead and continue this conversation.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, you are okay. Well, since we are talking about health and wellness on my end, I would like to present you a Lupus Has No Face wellness guide, Living Well with Lupus, and a journal.
Thank you.
Okay, you are absolutely welcome, and I signed it for you as well.
Oh, thank you.
And you got a pen there too.
So. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh,
there you
perfect. Go. Thank you. I'll keep those. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I know how important your time is. So we're going to jump right into it, okay? As the mayor of Milwaukee, how do you define your role when it comes to protecting the health and wellness being of residents, especially those living with chronic illness and invisible illness like lupus?
Yeah, when people are living with, invisible illnesses or invisible, disabilities or things like that, I think it's incumbent upon leaders in government, myself included, to find ways to make sure that they can, fully live their life in a productive way. As a matter of fact, just a couple of weeks ago, working in collaboration with the city council, we sought to implement a program called Culture City so that individuals who have sensory issues, things like that, invisible challenges, can still participate fully in life here in the city. So the city of Milwaukee would be joining a number of organizations that people already know and enjoy, whether it's Pfizer Forum, whether it's the county zoo, whether it's all the events that are happening at the Baird Center, making sure that we are an inclusive place for people who suffer from these invisible illnesses or disabilities that a lot of folks just looking at somebody, generally you don't even know that they're going through it, but they're there. Invisible illnesses or disabilities that a lot of folks just looking at somebody, generally you don't even know that they're going through it, but they're there.
Yes. And that's very important to know that because I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that we are having this interview so I can bring awareness to let people know that there are places outside like that's available to us for these reasons. Mm-hmm. How does the Milwaukee Health Department currently address long-term illness, not just immediate problems, health crisis?
Yeah, the Milwaukee Health Department is a phenomenal, outstanding resource for people in the city of Milwaukee to go to in order to get access to the care that they need, and not just the care that they need, but sometimes there are going to be areas in which the health department itself is not the subject matter expert, but can help to direct citizens in Milwaukee to other providers, other health agencies that can help citizens with the issues that they may be facing.